everybody. My name is Michelle Hediger and I'm with Lularoe Michelle and Karen. And today I'm going to take the time to kind of show you why I love Carly dresses. Carly dresses are our t-shirt dresses. They have a significant high-low hem, about 7 inches to the front and the back. And they have a pocket sometimes, and sometimes they don't. These are what we call our Carly dresses. You're going to wear them either 1 or 2 sizes down from your normal size. So for myself, I wear a 2X top, and I wear my Carly dress most of the time in a large. Sometimes I'll still wear an extra large, but I like the print, and I don't mind having a little baggy, and I'll show you some tricks on how to slim it down. And then a lot of the times I'm wearing a medium too. I'll even go down 3 sizes. It just becomes a little slimmer in here, but I'm a little smaller up here because I'm a little more pear-shaped, and I get to wear it. Hey, yesterday I bought a small and it fits, so I'm gonna wear it. So with the Carly dress, there's so many different ways to style it and to wear it. So right now, I'm just wearing just a Carly dress. It's got a pocket. I'm wearing it with mustard colored leggings, and you can see even with this, my preference is just to wear the Carly the way it is. So oftentimes when you see me, I will just be wearing my Carly dress like it is, either with leggings or without leggings, sometimes with jeans, with a pair of skinny jeans, with sandals, with boots, with sneakers, you name it. That's the way most of the time that I wear it. However, there's a lot of different things that you can do to style it. I'm going to show you today in this video how to knot it, to make it look like a flower, to belt it, to layer it with all sorts of Lularoe and other things too. So for myself, some things that I like to do to mix in with my Lularoe is oftentimes a cute denim jacket, even a chambray shirt tied, a jean vest, other kinds of vests which I just really like, oftentimes can do the same thing. So you can see right here with the Carly dress that I'm wearing, I have a little denim vest I can put on with this. If I can put it up. And I just get to create a whole different kind of cute look. So you can see me wearing this, especially with spring coming. This weekend, actually yesterday, was really nice here, so I was able to put on a cute little pair of sandals, and I could easily just wear this outfit out. And it just changes the whole look of just that typical Carly. So this would be like more of that denim look with it. And you can see even if you had a jean jacket with it or a chambray shirts are great with everything with Lularoe. But I could also, and don't mind me, I just like to throw my clothes. Only bad thing is I gotta clean up afterwards. Even another kind of vest. There's a lot of different vests out there. They're, very in style, so you can find them in all sorts of materials. But even here, I just love that dark army green camo color. I have a jacket in this too. But this one is just, your typical with little sucker kind of pleated here, and then also little pockets. But look at the difference. It looks like a completely different outfit. Just something easy that you can add on that's in your wardrobe. So I just want to kind of show you some stuff from my closet to give you kind of an idea of how you can just change the look. These were 2 different vests, but really created a different look with the same Carly. Okay, so let's get started on some of the fun stuff. The first thing I want to show you guys is about layering. So with Lularoe, we love to play dress up, and that's what I think is one of the most awesome things that we can do, and I think that's one of the reasons why the brand has really taken off, is because not only do you feel comfortable, you actually feel like, you can wear patterns, you can wear some colors, people compliment you, and you can just have fun with your clothes again, just like you probably did when you were a little girl. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this is on my mannequin, and on her, and I have to keep it far enough so that you can see the bottom, she's kind of like a medium. She's not a typically sized mannequin. She's a little medium. She's got a little wider hips, so gotta give her a break, right? We all know that. So she's actually wearing an extra small Carly because she normally is most of the time if I put an outfit on her, the medium is mostly the closest to her. So here she's wearing a medium. This is a Carly with a pocket, and also with different colored sleeves and a different colored ringer neckline. Okay, you can see here that I actually today paired it up with a Julia dress, and I just tied it up for that cute look. So you can see the Julia peeks out. You can easily just roll this up for a cute look, and then you got kind of a sporty look. And with that, with a little pair of Converse or a little pair of cute little Toms or all different other kinds of little, those loafer sneakers that are out right now, you would have a completely different look. But that's one way that you can layer your Carly dress. Another thing you can do for a completely different look, just take this off, is you can put a Cassie underneath. It's going to give you a similar look, but you wouldn't have that peekaboo collar or the sleeves coming out. So let me just slip this off her. Let me tell you, dressing mannequins is never easy. It's never fun. Ooh, especially Julia's, because they're pretty straight, right? So here we have a Cassie underneath. It's a medium Cassie because, again, my mannequin it really is a medium. I'm going to put that same Carly over top. Now you can do a couple different things. You can actually even tie this up a little higher, and then you're going to get this little bit of a look, and your Cassie's going to show through. As I said, she kind of has this metal bar here, so it's a little hard to see. But you can see even with a Cassie, you're going to get that cute little look. Okay? So I'm going to take her skirt off, and I'm going to show you a couple different layered looks. I'm going to undo this knot, and I'll be doing some showing of how to do the different knots too, to be able to help you out with that today, just in case you're nervous. That was a simple classic knot, which anyone really can do. It just sometimes just takes a little practice. But I'm going to put on a classic tee. What size did I grab? I grabbed a medium classic tee. Classic tees are true to size for a little bit of a fuller tee look or downsize for that fitted look. So I'm going to put a medium classic tee over her. Again, what I like about this Carly is you have a little bit of that ringer. Okay, so you have a little bit of that stick out because the classic T neckline is lower than the Carly neckline. So you're going to see a little bit of that. So even if you had a solid shirt on the outside and a pattern Carly underneath, you're going to see a little bit of that. And then for the sleeve, a little stuck in here. The Carly sleeve usually hides pretty well underneath the classic. It may peekaboo out a little bit. It kind of depends on your sizing, but for the most part, it's pretty much in there. So here you can see this is just kind of like a really baggy look, and you're like, hey, I kind of like it. Some days I just feel like wearing, you know, baggy, comfortable clothes. But for those of you that want a little more of a finished look, you can take your classic tee, and you can also knot it. And then you're getting that full kind of skirt look. You have the comfortability of the Carly, but then you also have a cute look there. So here I just matched a little bit of the blue that's in here. There's a little blue denim with the blue, and you got a perfect match. How cute is that, right? With this, you know, easily, you can even do a longer line necklace. Look how that just like kind of completely changes it up, right? So just some things to do that you can do with that classic tee over that. The other thing you can do with the classic tee, and really even an Irma would work as well, is you can do a center knot. Everyone's a little different about how they feel about their bellies, so this is, you know, not for everybody. But you can easily do a cute little center knot. And again, I'm just tying it like I would tie just your regular old like a knot, you know. And then you can see here I got like this little tail sticking out. Not too cool, right? So you can take it and you can pleat it right over it. And then you have like a little cute knot. But then you have a little bit of the ruching in here. What's nice about it is in the back, you also have a simple ruching. So this kind of gives you, and if you bring it up higher, then you're going to have a little bit of that higher empire waistline to be able to have that effect as well. Okay? So there's a lot of cute little things that you can do. I mean, I just personally wouldn't let that little thing stick out. It's kind of weird. But you get kind of the idea. So this was the classic tee over the Carly. You could do the same thing with your Irmas, just be longer in the back. And then you would also have a little bit slimmer of a sleeve. You can also take a Randy, which is really great, especially as you're, you know, transitioning seasons. I think a Randy tee is super hot with this. And I really like this one. Look at that. It's got little arrows and pretty. So I kind of pulled the blue out. You can have a Randy tee that has a pattern body. You can do anything you want to do. Again, I'm just working on this nice, just plain blue because it's just simple for me to be able to show you. But we're going to just put this medium Randy over this. And with this, again, you can go for the loosey-goosey look. To me, it's a little long, and I personally don't think it's overly flattering. That's just my little advice, but you can do it. You're more than welcome to dress however you want to dress. But I think it looks really cute when you do tie it. You can do the center tie with this as well. I think a little bit with the sleeves being a little bit different, it is a little distracting, so just something to kind of think about depending on what randy you pull. But you can just do that little tie there. You can bunch it up however you want to. I really highly recommend when you do a tie that you want to find the lower part of your waist. You don't want to pick the widest part of your waist. If you pick the widest part, then it's going to make you look a little wider. So you really want to go up a little bit higher than a higher waist. So generally, most of the time, for a lot of you, that's kind of either at your belly button area or even a little bit above. So then you can see there you have a totally different look. And with this, because it's the randy and it's the baseball tee, it definitely has more of that little sportier of a feel to it. So it kind of gives you just a little difference. The other thing you can do with your layering, so we showed you the Julia, the Cassie skirt, the classic tee, which also can be done with the Irma, and the randy tee. Most of you, if you watched me before, know that joys are my jam. I love my joys. I love my joys. I love my Carlys. And my perfect tees, my favorite things. So we can easily just take a joy, and I love these different sleeve ones because they just give it a little pop of fun, especially with some of the sweater or the knit joys do this as well. But you can see here, I'm just kind of layering a blue, keeping a little monochromatic. Monochromatic is really big this season. And you can just slip that joy over it. And then you have just a different look. What's kind of neat about that is then you could take a long line necklace, and I'm grabbing gold. Gold, and you could do silver, you could do all different colors. But if you do a longer line necklace, you're kind of drawing the line down, okay? Whereas when I pick a necklace like the first one that she had on, you're drawing the neckline up. They're gonna give you two different looks, or you could do a layering option like this. It works too, right? So here's your joy. With the joy with the Carly, you can get all sorts of creative. You can tie it in the front, if you would like. You could also swing it around and do a little tie in the back. It's a little harder to see on the mannequin because she doesn't have arms, right? So you get kind of an idea. Okay. You can do that as well with your joy, which is a little bit of fun too. I personally, one of the ways that I like to wear the joy, because I think it's slenderizing for me, I find a really good point where my hip bone is, and I take my joy in the front, and I tie it. And I tie it just there, and it kind of is like that little bit of a floating effect, and I like that. So that's just another option for you with the Carly and the Joy. One of my favorite things to do is to layer my joys. I will put two joys on and just have that little peekaboo look. I have a second joy here, not the right size, but I'll give you kind of an idea of what that looks like. So this is two lace. Some of the really awesome solid, like lightweight knits are really good with a lace up top of them or a lace underneath them. You can see here, which these colors don't match 100% because it wasn't really planned. But you can see here, by putting this joy over top, I'm doing a little bit of a peekaboo, right? So I got a little peekaboo color here. It's just a nice way to kind of accentuate that. You can also then take your Sarah, which the Sarah and the Carly alone is awesome. Another go-to, easy, comfortable outfit to wear. But you can also then layer this, and this is really nice because this is a black stripe with the blue. And then you got a completely different look. So there you go with your Sarah. So while I'm at it, I'm going to show you a Sarah trick because I just feel like sharing today. So there's some different tricks. Yesterday I was at one of my team's pop-up parties, and a couple of the girls were like, I'm a little short for the Sarah. I really want to wear it, but I'm a little short. And I said, well, there's different ways to shorten it up. So with your Sarah, you can actually take the end, go on the inside of the pocket, tuck it in here, come through the front, pull it out a little bit, take a hair tie, or I like these clear scrunchy ties, which are a pain in the butt to get out of your hair or your child's hair, so I really don't recommend them for that purpose. But so maybe if you're a mom like me and you have them around for your child and you like have to cut them out of your child's hair, you can use them in your clothes. It's much safer. I just take the little thing that I pulled out and tie the little knot, and then I tuck it right back in. And what did I get? I get a little bit of a blousey, flowy look. Look at that, how it scallops down, right? Isn't that cute? The other thing you can do, if you don't like the scallopy, flowy, like kind of like flowy, drapey look, just learn this trick. This is fun. You can take, and again, I recommend the clear for this one. take the end, take it up to the armpit, literally right where the armpit is. You're gonna kind of tuck it in. You're gonna pull the armpit area just a little bit, little snug, see, little tiny, tiny bit. I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna tie it just at the very tip. If you use those little clear plastic knots, or they come in black as well, I like black, they're a little stretchier. You can easily do this without a problem. It stays in place all day. So I tuck that in, and then when I go like this, and I just give this a little fix, I have a nice angle. Look how awesome is that? Isn't that cute? And really, when I lift my arm, it just looks like a little pin tucked. Most people don't stand around like this all day, right? I hope you don't. That means like I'm getting arrested, right? Hands up. Anyway, I'm in rare form today, aren't I? So that's another option for you, and that's a lot of fun. So just some things to think about with that joy, how you can layer some of those nice other Lularoe pieces with it. And the last thing I have for you is just some ways to have fun with your Carly. I have another video on how to make the wrap dress, so I'll quickly show you that, as well as some styling, some knotting, and also how to do the flower, which we have another video on, but try to just keep it all in one today. So let's kind of take this off. It's distracting me. Let's take that off right now. So as I kind of had you in the beginning see, she just had a simple knot. Basically, when you create a knot, you literally take the fabric on the end, you kind of tie it in a knot, and then you're done. You kind of got to figure out how high you want your knot, how low you want your knot. You know, I would say for most people, you really want to consider when you're making a knot, if you feel like all of a sudden it accentuates your widest part, you want to move it. Most likely you're just tying it in the wrong spot. But you can easily just tie that cute knot. This looks super cute. You can even tie it higher up on the hip to get that kind of look. And that's just the most simplest thing. For me, the knot doesn't work. I'm sorry to come out of the screen. I forgot a quarter. The knot doesn't work as well because I felt like no matter where I put it, it's like sticking out on my body. And so you may be like me and trying to find another option for that, but you like the side look. So if you like the side look, the other thing you can do is take a quarter and take a hair tie. And again, you can use those clear ones, you can use whatever I have a 7-year-old, so I got lots of ties. You're gonna go up the side. And I would say, you know, somewhere like around this point of your waist, so kind of like the belly button area or even slightly above it, depends on where your waist, where your true waist is. You're gonna go underneath. I have the hair tie in this hand that's going under. Let's make sure you can see me well today, because this is good stuff, right? So when I go underneath, I'm on the edge, on the hem. I'm gonna put that quarter right in my hand, right? Hand's got it. I'm gonna pull it through. Quarter's inside. I'm gonna do a little tie. This one's a little bigger of a rubber band, but it was good for demonstration purposes. Now, you might be thinking, why am I doing a quarter, Michelle? Well, you're doing a quarter because the quarter tends to keep the rubber band in place. Kind of pulls down a little bit, so it has a little bit more of just a more drape to it and really creates a cleaner look. So when I do that, then I can take this and I can easily just fan that out. And you can see from the side, it ends up creating a little bit, oh, she's sticking to her body there. It creates a little bit of that illusion of that side. Okay, so when we look further away, I have this cute little hemline that kind of has that waterfall effect, right? So that's another way to do it if you want a side, you know, alteration or what have you to the Carly, but you don't like the look of the knot on you. That's another way to do it. You can also do that in the front. And you can also do that in the back. So I'm going to show you the back. It's the same technique as the front. Just going to do this. What I like about the back is if you buy a Carly that's a little big on you, this is a really good solution for that. Because when the Carly is too big, and this is really my perfect size Carly, you get a lot of fabric in here. And it kind of feels like it's just like a lot of stuff. And but you really like the pattern. So go ahead, buy it. I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do to slim it down, okay? So what you're going to do is, she's in the back, which is nice. She's actually got this nice line. Some of the Carlys are sewn down the center and some are not. The one I'm wearing right now is not. It kind of just depends on the Carly. You're going to go up the center hem. You're going to go to kind of the small of the back. I have my rubber band inside again. There's my hand with the rubber band. Okay, I'm going to stick my quarter right in. I'm going to pull it, and I'm going to tie it. Okay, and I tied that a little looser just to make it easy for us right now. But then I can actually fan that out, and I'm going to have a nice, pretty fanned look. And see how pretty that is? You can do this trick with a Julia too, if you have a larger size Julia that you wear, which is really cool to do. But what that does is, when I turn her around, you'll see it kind of pulls a little bit of this fabric back. So if you're having an issue with a Carly that you really love, but it's just a little too big, or maybe you lost weight, you know, that's a nice way for you to be able to do that too. Okay. So let's undo that, and then I'm going to show you how to belt, and then show you how to do maybe a flower. I know a lot of people want to see the flower. The flower's tricky. It takes practice, I'll be honest with you. My mom is really good at it, Karen, but I can do it, sometimes better than others, so hopefully this will be one of those better days. I can't get the quarter out today. I have no idea why. Okay, there goes the quarter. Okay, so the other thing you can do, which I think is a really nice option, especially if your Carly is a little bit bigger, maybe you only want to take on one size, is you can easily belt it. Or you can even do your true size too. It really kind of depends on how you feel about belting things, but you can wear a Carly belt low, or a belt, sorry, it's not a Carly belt. You can wear your belt on your Carly lower. You can do the same thing with some of our tops, especially the Irma, this looks really cute with too. Even if you wear a little lower, then you can do the blouse out effect and kind of have that on your hip look. And then you get that look. And that's kind of that cute, more bohemian kind of like look. But you can see here, she had a pop of this pink coral, a pair of pink sandals, and that look really cute. The other thing you can do is you can wear your belt higher. So you can create kind of that illusion. And this one's a little hard because the pocket's a little different of a color. Sometimes when the pocket's more of unison print, it's a little bit, this is a little nicer of a style to do. So just kind of imagine that. I'm just going to kind of tuck this in, give that kind of belted look. And then you can also do that. And what that does is that creates that illusion of that waistline, and that's a really cute look too. And that's something that looks really cute, especially if you're, if the Carly is kind of all unison. So even like myself, which I don't know if I can fit in this belt. Yeah, it's too tight. You can get kind of an idea. But I can kind of create that illusion of that waistline. So that's how you belt the Carly. And then the last thing I want to kind of show you is how to wrap it and how to flower it. So with the wrap, we did this a couple weeks ago. You're gonna grab the side. You're gonna tuck it in. You're going to pull it over. Whoops. The mannequin wants to turn on me. She's not as cooperative as she needs to be, right? So with the wrap dress, you're going to kind of tie it, bring it over. She is not cooperating. We did a video recently with my sister-in-law, Kathy, that's available on YouTube and also in our shopping group, and she was much more cooperative than the mannequin. She wants to turn. So let's see if we can get this going without her totally turning around on me. So we're going to pull it over. You really want to get that hand in there and give a nice clean sweep. This is just not hugging her right. I'm sorry, guys. Don't like the way she's doing this. Here we go. You're basically going to turn it over. You're going to reach your hand underneath, grab the side here, pull it, and then you're going to pull it all the way through. And basically, you're just going to knot it. Again, you're getting these little big bulks of fabric in a hair tie. Very simple. And then you're going to just tuck it under. And for some reason, her dress did not want to go right. Well, like I said, this could be a faux pas video here. You never know. That's a big blooper. That did not work. Let me show you with a different dress. For some reason, it's either the dress or my mannequin. We're going to try another dress and see how it works. This one is a print. There we go. Again, need your hair tie. We're doing the wrap dress. We're going to tuck it under, pull it across. People are so much easier, they don't move. I'll give up. I'm going to show you on me. Now, I'm not the best model for this, Why? Because I'm very wide here. I'm a pear. And I don't like this particular style because I'm a pear, but I'm going to give you an idea. So you're going to pull your dress out. You're going to tuck it in with your hand. You're going to pull it across. I wore a tank underneath just in case, right? Didn't need you to see my undersides. I'm going to come up the side. I'm going to pull that in. Now, this is best done with a Carly that is, I would say, you're kind of closer to your true size. I'm wearing my actual Carly size, which is a large, which is 2 sizes down from my 2X size. So this would be better on me if I was wearing my extra large or my 2X. So I'm going to tuck that in a little tie. I'm going to pull it down. Then I'm going to tuck this under. And again, you need to have enough fabric for this, to be able to do that. But you can see here, at least it came out better on me than the mannequin. But you can see here I get this nice ruching across here. I get a little tiny of a skirt, then you can tuck it back under. Again, probably would look better on me in an extra large, but then you're also going to get that nice look there. Okay? So that gives you an idea. But if you want to see me do it with Kathy, my sister-in-law, I do have another video, which is really helpful on just how to do the Carly as a wrap dress. So the last tip, and this is a long video today, this is like all about the Carly, right? This is like Carly Madness Day, is showing you how to do the flower. Now, with the flower, I'm going to take this dress off because I think you can see me do it better when it's on a solid print. That doesn't mean it doesn't look good on the patterns. It looks beautiful on the patterns as well. Just for instructional purposes, I think it looks a lot better on for you to see on the solid. Let's dress her again. Again, she's wearing an extra small, and she's like a medium mannequin. So how do you do the flower? You can do the flower anywhere you want. You could do the same thing we did with the side tie. You could put the flower here. You could do the flower in the belly. You could do the flower even in your back if you wanted to. That you would have to do ahead of time and really tie it tight. So again, with that, I highly recommend the clear ties because they stay really good in place. They are, you can buy a whole pack of them. I don't recommend them for hair. Like I said, I've had issues with that. But you can use hair ties. These things just usually stay in place a little bit better. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of try to show you with the black so you can kind of see a little bit better visually. I'm actually going to do it in the center of this just because it's easier for visualization visualization purposes. You're going to really pull that fabric out. So you get like probably a good, I'm not really good at measurements, 3 to 4 inches. So just visualize that, okay? You're going to pull it, you're going to just tie it. And I'm just going to use this dark one just to give you kind of an idea. Okay, so now you have this, right? That wouldn't look too cute. What you're going to do is then you're going to take that good 3 to 4 inches that you just pulled out, you're going to fan it out. When you fan it out, you're going to get a piece just like that, right? Some people will do buttons that way and have the buttons, the quarters sticking out, so they have that kind of button effect. That's another thing you can do. It's a little bit out of my wheelhouse, I'm not that creative, but you can do that too, and it's basically taking the two things together. But when you fan this out, we're going to just make that simple flower by pulling out that centerpiece again that you just tied. Your rubber band that you have from the first pull is right underneath, if that helps you. You're going to then take your rubber band and give it a tie. You want to make sure that this is good and snug because it's the only way you're really going to create that true flower effect. Again, I like to use the clear because then I don't have to mess around as much with the, hopefully I didn't stand in your way the whole time. But if I use the clear here, then it's okay if it shows a little bit. But you can use your, hair ties that you might have in your own bathroom. Steal them from your children. Whatever you want to do. And then you basically fan it out. And you have yourself a little darling flower. Isn't that cute? Isn't that sweet? So that's another thing that you can do. And with that, you get a nice ruching effect. That's another thing where, as I mentioned about, remember where your natural waistline is, your hip line is. With me, in particular, I really want it down here on my hip because that's my widest point and it just doesn't look that good. But if I bring it up to here, like I would with like my Madisons or my Lola skirts, because that brings it up a little bit higher. It's going to slim me out and be able to put that right there. So that is just a cute little effect. You're going to get that nice ruching, which hides that midsection for some of us that don't want to have that, you know, flat look. But that's another way to be able to do your Carly, and that's real simple. So I hope this was all helpful for you. These are some Carly tips today. Our Carly dresses are posted, as well as our classic tees and a couple other things. So give it a shot, take a look, have fun, play dress up. That's what it's about. Thank you all for joining me during this lunchtime. Have a great day. Bye.